Welcome everyone. I'm going to go through the advanced simplifying of fractions, and I've got these 5 questions here to share with you of varying difficulties. How do you simplify them down? Right, we'll start with this one here. This is probably the easiest of the lot. 15/50ths, what can that be simplified down to? I'm looking for a number that'll go into both of those. And for most of you, you'll recognise that 5 will go into both top and bottom. 3 5s are 15, and there are 10 5s and 50. So 3/10 is the simplified fraction for 15/50ths. Right, moving over to this one here, 56/64ths. Got to just look at these fractions sometimes and think to yourself, what's the number that goes into both of those? I know my 8 times table, and I know that that number and that number appear in both in the 8 times table. So 7/8 are 56 and 8/8 are 64. That one there was reasonably easy too, because I knew my basic facts. Right, moving down to these 3. I'm going to try this large fraction here, or the long one. I don't know what number this is going to boil down to, but I'm just going to start chopping it in half because I can. These are both even numbers. So half of 168 is 84. And half of 280 is 140. Right, I can divide by 2, top and bottom again, because they're still even numbers. So that's 42 over 70. I can do it again. Still even numbers. 21 over 35. I can't divide by 2 anymore on that one. So I'm looking at 21 and 35 and thinking, what is the number that goes into both of those? They're both in the 7 times table. So 3 7s are 21 and 5 7s are 35. So there I've got a fraction that can't be simplified anymore. 168 over 280 is 3/5. Right, these next 2 left to go. 12 over 36. I could cut in half, but I'm going to try and be a little bit quicker here and think, is there a larger number that goes into both the top and bottom? It's the biggest number that goes into 12 and also goes into 36. Well, I've thought about this for a little bit. 12 goes into both. 1 12 and 12 and 3 12s and 36. Which leaves us with the hardest question for the day, 34 over 51. I cannot divide by 2 because that's not an even number. I can't divide by 3 on the 34 because 11 3s are 33, and then you're not going to get another one in for 34. 51 might be dividable by 3, but because I can't do it to both, it doesn't matter. 4 doesn't go into it. 4 8s are 32, 4 9s are 36, that's not going to fit. 5 won't go into it. It's not like this one here that ended in a 5 and a 0. This one won't, so 5 won't go into it. 6, not part of the 6 times table. 7, no, not either. I'm starting to think, is it as low as it can go or is it not? And what you have to do is you just have to keep going. Sometimes it's helpful to just do some dividing. 51, I'm thinking, can that be divided by 3? 3's into 5. 3's into 5 go once with 2 left over. 3's into 21 go 7 times. So 17 goes into that. That's useful to know. That's got us straight up to 17. Does 17 go into 34? It does actually, twice. 2 17s are 34, 3 17s are 51. So that boils down to 2/3. Lucky guess, but it just shows you that it is worth persisting and dividing by several numbers just to see, is there something that goes in there? Right, I hope that's helped. Thanks very much for watching.